This week's productivity method was routines. All right, now be still my heart. Routines are my thing, and they are, in my opinion, hands down, just the best way to be productive. Coming into this experiment, I 100% thought, how am I going to find a con about routines? But I did find some. So stay tuned. Welcome to Plan, Prep, Pray. Hey girlie, my name is Wendy and I am a homeschooling stay-at-home mom of 4 little ones, and on this channel I talk about all things homeschooling, homemaking, mommy self-care, and kids empowerment. So subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a thing. So routines are supposed to make you more productive because of the fact that it takes away the decision-making aspect of things. Ahead of time, you look at the things that you need to accomplish and the way that you want to accomplish them and the things that you want to accomplish, and you make time throughout the day to accomplish those things, or you realize the things that just are not as important and you can just put them off to the side. But the way that I approached this productivity experiment this week is by having routines for my children, and how that improves my productivity and theirs by having routines and having flows and having systems in place for them. And so if you check out Thursday's video, I went ahead and I did a plan with me, and we planned their morning and evening routines. Now behind the scenes, I planned out their school routines and their afternoon routines as well. So one of the positives for me of having routines, especially for my children, is that it takes away the nagging and the constant reminding and the constant decision makings for me as a mom that I constantly have to be making on the spot. Like, Mom, what am I supposed to be doing now? Or what's next? What's this? What's that? Having those routines in place for them, it allows them independence and also allows me a little bit of less stress, to be honest, with constantly having to direct people and figure out what needs to be done and this, that, and the other. So having them have their own routines and their checklist is just like, go look at your checklist. Go do your routine. Go and it releases a lot of the things that you don't like about being a mom, and just allows you to just be in the moment more and more present more. And so that's one of the incredibly positive things that I found associated with having routines for them and for myself. And the other thing is, which Melanie mentions in her book, A Year of Living Productively, and I'll have a link to the book in the description, is that it prevents procrastination, which I told you, that's like my P word that I want to avoid this year. And it really does. It helps keeps things moving, It's like, okay, you do this, and you do this, and then you get this. And so it really prevents you from mindlessly scrolling or not knowing what to do next. And so you just procrastinate. It kind of pushes you and pushes my children to get things done. So what didn't work? Well, for me personally, especially when it comes to my children, I found myself being like, instead of reminding for every single thing on the list, go brush your teeth, go get dressed, go eat breakfast, go do this, go do that. Then I kept reminding, go get your checklist. And so it went from reminding every single task to reminding, go look at your checklist and go redirect. And not go redirect, but go look at your checklist and redirecting them. So what I realized is that's kind of part of the training process, is to have them go directly to the list before coming to me. So I'm hoping that that negative will kind of turn into a positive eventually. It's just from being out of using checklists for a while to going back into it. It's just taking a little bit of training to remind them, oh yeah, I have a list. I can go to that rather than asking mommy all the time. So that was one negative that I found. The other thing with routines and such is that it doesn't allow for much flexibility, you know? I mean, a little bit of flexibility, but if my day is like, one morning we get up and we're like, okay, we're gonna go to in-person therapy, for example. On Monday we went to in-person therapy. That kind of completely threw off our normal morning routine, transitioning into homeschooling and stuff like that. So it's very hard to stay on routine when things get thrown in the mix, you know, things happened or there are unexpected plans. So it allows for some flexibility, but not a lot. But with that being said, by having a routine, when you jump off of a routine, you can naturally jump back into the routine without completely having to start all over again. So it's kind of a, you know, you give and you take a little. Did routines help me be more productive or help my children be more productive? Yes, guys. Yes. And more yes. Like I didn't have to remember, did everybody brush their teeth? I did not have to remember, did everybody get dressed? Like, these are things that were done. These are things that are part of the routine. These are things that are on the list. All the mundane tasks were done. So I'm able to be more productive and more efficient and more streamlined because it's like me but on a sheet of paper. And so I'm right there. Just look at your list. I don't have to keep all that stockpiled in my head. So did routines help? Yes. Writing down routines helped make us way more productive. So I would 100% recommend it. And yes, I will continue to use routines with my little ones. And as they get older, revise them, add more to them, make it work for them. Always constantly reevaluating, always constantly training. Yeah, routines are a must-have, 5-star. I got to keep my routines. Don't forget to subscribe to the email list. That way you can get some additional resources with some more tips and some more hacks on how you can make these productivity methods work for you. And don't forget to grab the book, A Year of Living Productively. It's linked in the description. And I will see you guys next time. Bye. Every single productivity